Okay, today I'm going to be talking about how I got the scar on my hand. Okay, so this scar is something I've had ever since I was a little kid, and sometimes when people ask me about it, I give them completely different stories. Like sometimes I'll say I got into a fight, I got pinched by a king crab, someone tried to rip my hand off, but the way it actually happened is even more stupid than that. Okay, so the real way I actually got the scar, me and my family were invited to my aunt's 30th or 40th birthday. She was hosting a barbecue to celebrate her special day, and everybody was gonna show up. So we went to the party, said hi to everybody, and we had a good time. It was fun and all. But after some time, I remember seeing two buckets standing outside, and I asked my uncle, "What are these for?" And he said,
Oh, I'm just collecting bottle caps.
and being like 7, I don't know how old I was like, "That's so cool." And I asked if I can help. And he said,
You can go collect some bottle caps and bring it and put it in these two buckets.
so for the rest of the day, I was just outside collecting bottle caps for the whole day, for the whole rest of that day. So after doing that for a little bit, I brought it back to my uncle and filled like 2 buckets. I just remember him giving me $20. I probably went to the shop and bought a bunch of candy, a bunch of chips. And after buying a bunch of snacks, I went to watch TV. And after getting bored of watching TV, I decided to go outside to see what everybody was up to. I went to go stand by this little table where all the adults were talking next to the burning fire. And then I saw this bottle cap laying on the table, and I wanted to give it to my uncle. So I picked up the bottle cap, walked over to him, reached my hand out, and as I'm reaching my hand out, my uncle moves away from the table, and behind him is his gigantic pit bull. Okay, okay. Side note: I don't remember what dog it was, but I'ma just say pit bull, just cause. So I see his gigantic pit bull behind him. And you might be thinking, okay, if it's a pit bull, how do you not see it behind him? Well, in my defense, I was a kid, and my uncle is a pretty big guy. Really big. So as he's moving, I see the dog. The dog barks at me. I get the jump scare of a lifetime, jump back, and then fall into the fire pit where there were still burning coals from the barbecue. Someone comes over, rubs me out of the fire, and they ask if I'm okay. I said yes, but then I started feeling this burning sensation on my hand, and then I just started crying. My dad must have heard me because he tackled the guy out of the way, grabbed me, and ran to the tap as fast as he could. As my hand is under the tap, all I can remember is my dad screaming at someone to get the first aid kit. I went inside, put my hand under the kitchen sink, and I just remember my grandma coming. And this is where the dumbest thing happens of this whole story. Okay, a little backstory. My grandma, she's the nicest grandma you will ever meet. But she's also weird. And I love her and all, but she's a bit of a weirdo, just like me. So what does my grandma do that's so weird, you might ask? She takes toothpaste and puts it on my crispy, crunchy, Kentucky fried looking ass hand. She puts toothpaste on it. And I'm not gonna lie, it kinda helped. I don't know why, but I think the mintiness in the toothpaste made my hand feel cool or something. I don't know, maybe it was placebo. But I drove to the hospital with the toothpaste on my hand. And after a few months, maybe, me and my mom went to a doctor to get an operation on my hand. They cut 2 sections off. So my scar is much smaller than what it was back in the day. I went to 2 appointments. Then the third one said they couldn't go through with because if they do, there's a chance that if they stitch it up after cutting off the last piece, it might stretch open and come back bigger than before. So me and my mom decided I'm gonna keep the scar, and ever since then I've learned to embrace it, and now I always have this story to tell. Thank you for listening to my story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. And without further ado, I will see you in the next one.